Marrying a woman no man has ever slept with is a massive flex. Very few men can say they've actually done that, if any. In a world where casual dating is treated like entertainment, finding a woman who saved herself is extremely rare. It means you weren't just another option. You were the first man she trusted with that level of intimacy. That kind of bond creates a different level of loyalty, because you are not competing with a long list of past men, hookups, one-night stands, and situationships. The cold hard truth is that most men today inherit another man's memories, but free men can create that first chapter. Marrying a woman with no past isn't just luck. In today's world, it is one of the very rare victories that a man can claim in the dating world. But I can remember a time when I was a teenager, maybe 35 years ago, when parents used to pray, "I hope my daughter finds a good man." But here in 2026, parents pray, "I hope my son doesn't marry the wrong woman." Different era, different fear, different stakes. Back then, the concern was simple. Will he provide? Now the concern is, will she destroy my son's life? Back then, men used to fear poverty. But today, men no longer fear poverty, they fear divorce. A bad man might waste a few years of a woman's life, but a bad woman can wipe out a man's entire future. His money, his kids, his reputation, his 401k, his retirement, all gone in one signature. You see, guys, men don't just marry a woman. They marry her temper, her ego, her attention addiction, and her unresolved trauma. And they live with all of these things for decades. Beauty can attract a man, true enough, but beauty cannot raise children, it can't build peace, and it can't hold a family together. Character does. And character is rare in modern women. The loudest women online are rarely the best women in real life. Attention and stability never live in the same woman at the same time. You see, a peaceful woman multiplies a man, while a chaotic woman drains a man. One builds empires, the other destroys them. The world has plenty of females, to be sure, but wives, loyal girlfriends, mothers actually worth building with, those are extremely scarce. 35 years ago, fathers worried about their daughters. Here in 2026, fathers quietly worry about their sons. Because the marriage risk is no longer the man, it's the woman that man chooses. Subscribe and hit that notification about the male loneliness epidemic, but lonely men appear to be doing just fine. Instead of pursuing uninterested, entitled, attention-seeking whores, they're preoccupied with their hobbies, video games, traveling, and most of all, their peace. In 2026, men have finally started to wake up and realize that they're the prize. Women, on the other hand, that's a different story. Because I'll tell you something. In 30 years, there is going to be a mass epidemic of single elderly women with no one to take care of them in their golden years. They have all been betrayed by the feminism fantasy. They were told, you don't need a man. Focus on your career. Marriage can wait. So they waited, and they waited, and they waited some more. And while they waited, the men they wanted got married to younger women who believe in traditional sex roles and wanted families. And still, the clock kept ticking. At 25, the lifestyle looks empowering. Travel, parties, drinking, drugs, hookups, and unbridled freedom. At 35, she is still hanging on to the vestiges of her youth when she never had to buy a drink, pay to get into the club, or wait for men to approach her. But at 45, it starts looking much different. Because independence feels amazing until you realize that you are coming home to an empty apartment every night. And you want to know what the saddest part is? Most women will never admit out loud that they were sold a lie. They'll just cope and say, I'm happier alone. I'm single by choice. I love that I can go out with my friends and not have to answer to anyone. But deep down, they know the cold hard truth. And that truth was that the biggest scam ever sold to women was convincing them that they do not want or need a family. And millions of these women are going to learn that lesson when it is already too late. Keep laughing it up, ladies. You're young and hot now and getting attention just for existing. But in a few short years, you'll be just as invisible as the men you reject today. And instead of blaming feminism, you'll just blame men like you always do. Subscribe and forget this, gentlemen. You owe positively 0 women on this planet a better life. 0. You weren't born to be a provider for strangers. You weren't born to rescue a woman's life. You were born to build your own life. Far too many men destroy themselves trying to upgrade a woman's life. They spend their money, their time, their energy, all poured into a woman who didn't build anything with them. A man's resources are earned through sacrifice, years of discipline, failure, and more hard work. That ain't money from a fucking charity. If a woman enters your life, she should add peace, loyalty, and value, not showing up expecting a free lifestyle upgrade. A man doesn't owe a woman comfort any more than a woman owes a man sex. A man chooses who he invests in, and that choice should be a rare commodity. Gentlemen, you are not an ATM and you are not a savior. You are a man building a life. And if a woman wants the benefits of your life, then she should be the kind of woman who helped build it. Because a wise man doesn't just hand out his world. He shares it with the right woman. And I'm the perfect example of this. My wife has been with me since episode 1. That was 10 years and 1,226 episodes ago. She built my websites, my app, she assisted me with all my events, helped me with all my course launches, the list goes on. And now she can walk into any store in the world and not have to check her bank account to make sure she can afford whatever she wants. That is how you do it as a woman, ladies. Subscribe and hit that notification. Completely blindsided, but that's a lesson he had to learn the hard way, just like the rest of us. Here's the cold hard truth, guys. Your girlfriend has one specific guy that she calls or texts after you upset her. Yes, that guy. The one she told you, relax, he's just a friend. Every time you argue, every time you set a boundary, every time she gets emotional, she runs straight to him. Why? Because every woman keeps an emotional backup plan. Someone ready to listen, someone ready to validate her, someone ready to replace you. He's the shoulder she cries on, the one telling her you deserve better. And the moment the relationship breaks, he suddenly appears. That's not an accident, guys. He's been waiting the entire time. Well, here's the quick math, guys. The guy you shouldn't worry about is usually the first guy she runs to when the relationship cracks. And this is exactly why I consistently instruct you guys not to commit to a woman until you make it crystal clear that you are not committing to her if she has male friends. And if she doesn't like it, then she can kick fucking rocks. Subscribe and hit that notification. Let's talk about female hypocrisy. Women just love to post about real love while entertaining 3 men who don't know about each other. Everybody's fake, they say. That's funny coming from the one playing all 3 sides. Women love to preach honesty, then lie for validation. They want loyalty from the world while keeping 5 backup plans on speed dial. Modern women don't want love, guys. They want leverage. Whoever feeds her ego wins, for the time being. Ladies, you cannot be entertaining a bunch of dudes and still talk about real connections. Attention is the new drug. And bitches these days can't get sober for even a day. So when you meet a woman who wants a real man, leave her ass alone and pursue a woman who wants a real connection. Subscribe and hit that. There are 3,996,127,264 women in the world. Trust me, my guy, she's replaceable. Do not destroy your peace over one woman who doesn't even want you. Men are always losing themselves trying to keep a woman who's already made up her mind. Begging, chasing, overthinking, all for a bitch who isn't invested. A man who respects himself does something different. He walks away. Never hang on to a woman who doesn't like you, gentlemen. Your dignity is worth more than her attention. Be your own anchor and stand on your own feet. Because at the end of the day, you're a man. Act like one. Subscribe and hit that notification. When a woman truly loves you, she will fix anything that risks losing you. Her attitude, her tone, her habits, everything becomes adjustable. Because when a woman fears losing you, her behavior changes fast. No long lectures needed, no begging, no constant reminders. Real desire creates real effort. It's that simple. If the disrespect repeats itself, the truth is obvious. And that truth is that she is not afraid to lose you. Remember this, guys. When a woman truly values you, losing you is not an option. Subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily dating wisdom just like this.